Recording is in progress, guys. Now we're on.
The literally just told me recording in progress.
All right, so guys, let's do this. Let's go around. I like for everybody to tell us one good thing that happened during the week, something that was really cool and really fun, and then tell us maybe something that was hard, okay? So we can go around the room. Corinne, you want to start? Can you tell us something good?
Something that was good this week. Actually, there's something good that I'm doing today. I'm going to a family reunion.
Whoa, that sounds awesome. That's a very good one. Are you going to that too, Colin?
Mm-hmm. And we picked apples with our grandma Alma.
Oh my
yesterday.
gosh.
I have a grandma named Alma.
That's awesome. What kind of apples you picked? Do you know?
We picked about every single one, but one of them.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that. What about, did you have anything that was kind of hard this week?
Well,
Why do these need to be so long?
If you didn't, that's okay. Sometimes we have really good weeks, right?
I don't think I had anything that wasn't hard.
Well, if you want, we can come back to you too. That's okay. You're kind of on the spot because you were the first one, right? So we can come back to you. Colin, what do you think? Did you have anything else you wanted to say about something good this week that happened?
He pretty much goes to everything I go to.
Yeah, that's true. He does, right? Well, that sounds good. I think a family reunion sounds like a fun way to spend a day.
Also, I eat whatever Corinne eats. I eat whatever treat Corinne eats.
That's kind of the deal, right? For being a brother. That's kind of the deal. That's what happens when you're brothers and sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, who else would like to share something good that happened to them this week? Hey,
I want to.
go ahead, Noah. Go ahead, Noah.
I never got in trouble at school this week, nor last week or the week before.
Awesome job. That is totally awesome. Did you have anything that was hard this week?
Not really.
Well, that's a good week then. That makes me happy.
Preparing for an order that never came.
Well, that's kind of what's happening now in the
So
world,
far.
right? Sometimes things
They
get
are
lost.
gonna come, but they're gonna come later now. They're originally gonna come 20 minutes before this.
Yeah, that happens now with this whole thing going on. Some things are coming late. All right. Lexi, do you have anything you want to add and say that maybe did you have something good that happened this week?
Did you do anything fun, Lexi? We didn't? Oh,
We
okay.
did yesterday.
Okay.
A carnival. Yeah, we did yesterday because we get to play a carnival. Yep, a carnival.
Oh my gosh.
2 hours.
What did you do at the carnival?
The same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and besides a dragon ride
Whoa, a dragon ride
and a Ferris wheel.
and a Ferris wheel. That sounds awesome. Did you guys have anything that was kind of hard this week that you had to do? Not really. Had a pretty good week. All right. Well, we're going to talk about a story about a man named Isaac. And the reason that I wanted you to think about bringing something that kind of could help hide your eyes is because Isaac was blind. Does anybody know what being blind means?
Yep, not being able to see. Yeah.
Yeah, not being able to see, right? So Isaac was blind and one of his sons tricked him. Have you guys ever tricked anybody?
I haven't this year.
Maybe on April Fool's Day you trick somebody, right? But tricking somebody's not really a nice thing, is it?
I've never.
So in this story, we have a man named Isaac, who's the dad. We have a man named Jacob, who is the son, and Esau is the son. So let me just read you the story real quick, okay? And I'll show you the pictures.
Me, just making a super pendy straw.
Okay. Rebecca and Isaac asked God for a child.
Pause.
God gave them not only one baby, but two. They were twins. Rebecca could feel the babies pushing and pulling on each other inside of her. God, she prayed, why are my babies fighting? They're in a race to be born first, God answered. Your family will be different. Your younger son will be the leader of the older one. So it was a surprise to Rebecca. The oldest child was usually the leader of all the brothers and sisters. Wah! Esau was born first. He was hairy and red. Wah! Jacob was born next. He had smooth skin. The race was so close that Jacob was born holding on to Esau's foot. And look, there's Esau. See how he's kind of hairy? And over here is Jacob. He has smooth skin and he's not very hairy, right?
No.
Before long, the twins grew into men. They were very different. Esau was big and strong. Esau made Isaac very proud because he was a hunter. Jacob was smaller than Esau and very quiet. Rebecca loved that. Jacob stayed home and stayed around the house. When Isaac became old and blind, it was time for him to give his blessing to his oldest child, passing on the leadership of the family. Since Isaac couldn't see, he rubbed Esau's hairy arms to make sure he had the right son. Esau, he said, bring me dinner and I will bless you. Rebecca was listening. Jacob, she said, cover your arms with hairy goat skins to fool your father. Rebecca remembered that God said Jacob would make a better leader for the family. So Jacob dressed up like Esau and brought Isaac dinner. The plan worked, and Jacob tricked Esau to making him the new leader of the family. Look at Jacob there. He's wearing something hairy on his arms to fool his father. What do you think about that?
That's not very nice. No.
Not very nice, no. To trick your father, right?
I wouldn't trick my father. I wouldn't trick anyone, though.
Yeah, I mean, you really shouldn't trick people, right? It's interesting, though, how he did it. I have these. These are cool. These are something you can put on for tell the story. Look what they are. They're hairy arms. That's kind of cool, huh? And just think about
They're
it.
the ones from the story, though.
They look like the ones from the story, right? Why did Jacob put on hairy arms?
When his father touched him, it felt like the other brother.
Right. He said, so Jacob was blind. I mean, Isaac was blind, right? Did you guys bring something to make yourself not be able to see? Or do you just want to do it? If you don't bring something, you can just cover your eyes, right? So I want you to take any of the items that you brought. Did you guys bring items with you? A couple of things?
What? A square thing and a round thing.
Okay. Well, that's perfect. If you've got a couple of things, and you could even use, if you want to use something from your kit, we've got straws and popsicle sticks in there, right?
Can we build anything using them?
We will, but we'll talk about that later, okay? You can build whatever you want to, actually, but so what I wanted us to do just for a minute was to pretend that we're blind, right? So you can either close your eyes if you want, or put your blindfold on. And I want you to just to feel the things that are on your table, right? And think about what it's like to be blind and how you can't see anything. And if you brought two things that you're kind of playing with, how can you tell which thing is one and which thing is the other, right?
I can tell. Okay. I know how I can tell it apart.
How do you tell apart, Noah?
One is square and smooth, the other is round and less smooth.
It is, right? You can tell because it feels different.
Yeah,
Can you tell how it looks?
not what
Not with your eyes closed, right?
I can't, but I could make an assumption.
You can make an assumption. What else can you, does anybody else have something? Does anybody else have something that they're feeling and they can tell what it is because it feels different?
Feeling my straws and these. What is this? And each one,
Can you
these
tell the
ones
difference?
felt like these ones felt like fluffy. And these ones felt like almost smooth like straws.
Yeah, they did, right? So but the only way is by feeling it. Imagine if you never got to open your eyes and see, right? The only way you could do those things is either by touching them,
I don't have to hold it.
or you could smell them,
I
maybe,
want it.
right? You could smell them, but that's the only ways. Now imagine that you're the dad in the story and your son tricks you. How would that make you feel?
Sad.
Would that make you feel sad? What do you think? Lexi and Dakota, what do you think? Would that make you feel sad? If you were the dad and your son tricked you, what do you think, William?
Would you be happy?
He shrugged down.
No.
Wait, what did he say again?
How would you feel if you were the dad and your son tricked you?
Oh, I would feel like mad and I would take my dad out.
You'd be
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You could feel mad, couldn't you? You could feel totally mad because you're supposed to be able to trust your son, aren't you? Right? Well, here's what's funny about this story. So I'm going to tell you the story that's after the story in the book. After the story, what happens is Jacob is given a blessing by God. This beautiful dream where God builds a ladder straight to him so he can climb up into heaven.
I am.
And the sad part about the story is that Jacob didn't need to lie about it, did he? He didn't need to trick his dad because God loves him so much. He was going to give him the blessing anyways. So when we think about this story, I want you to remember that we shouldn't trick people, obviously, right? No tricking people. And the other thing is that God's always going to bless us, right? He's always going to bless us. So we don't need to try to trick God into a blessing, do we?
Don't trick.
You're
No.
absolutely right. Don't trick. There's no reason. All right, so I want to play something different. I was thinking about this today.
Can you give me a different pencil?
I've got something in this box, and I wonder if you can guess what it is. So you can't tell how heavy it is, but it's really light. And I want you to be really quiet and listen. I'm going to shake it, and you can see if you can figure out what's in it. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Chicken.
What does it sound like?
Sounds like
Sound like something heavy?
a squishy. No.
Sounds light.
Uh-huh.
It feels light.
A squishy.
Think it's a squishy? Let me look.
Oh, I could pop it.
It's not a poppet. Let me check. No, it's not a poppet. This is a tricky one.
Nothing.
That's a good guess. I thought about that. No, there is something in there. This is something that you can find out in the woods.
A leaf.
Ooh, a leaf. That's an excellent guess, but that's not it. You want to see what's in there? I've got another one we can play too, but this one's kind of hard. Actually, I'll tell you that this one once belonged to an animal.
Fur.
Fur is an excellent guess. It's not fur.
A nest.
It kind of looks like a net, but it's not. You know what it is? It belonged to a snake.
This is snake skin.
What did you say?
Tails?
Snake
Snake skin, that is it. I thought nobody would guess this. It is a snake skin.
Oh.
That's one who guessed that.
My.
See, and if you look, you can see the scales. I'll get up close. See the scales of the snake? This is from a snake that's an albino, so there's no color on it, right? A snake skin. How did you guess that? I've got another piece in here too. See? This is from my snake Ruby.
Squishy.
All right, I've got one more thing we can guess because I was thinking that this could be kind of fun. And I brought two things. All right, so it's the same box. I'm going to shake it. Ready?
Shaking at the beginning, then it stops.
Yeah. What do you think? Is it heavy or light?
Wood.
Could be wood. It's not wood.
Bark.
It's not bark. This is something that's man-made. So this is something made out of like plastic.
A toy?
It can be considered a toy. Yeah, it is kind of a toy.
Plastic.
One step closer.
Oh.
What kind of a toy is made out of like plastic or rubber?
Legos.
I think I saw an answer right there. You guys are asking.
Puppet. Squishy.
It's my popper from school.
What? It was a puppet.
It's a poppet. This one is a pineapple. Isn't that hilarious?
I have one just it's green and green is the tip and yellow is
I got
the main.
Papa.
Essentially have the same one though.
Mommy,
They have the same one.
that sounds like Michael.
Yeah, we got these from school.
Mommy,
And
look.
I had it in my backpack when I went home. I have to bring it back because I want to give it to one of the kids at school. But anyways, it's a poppet. But I was thinking that that's one of those games too. Like you can't see what it is, right? But you have to hear it. And you can't touch it. You can't really feel it because we're on Zoom, of course. But
Yeah.
you can't touch it. So when I want you to think about Jacob and Esau and Isaac, I want you to remember this. The fur. Because what a silly thing to do to put this on your arms to pretend that you're your older brother. Would any of you guys that are younger, would you do that and try to pretend that you're your older brother?
No, my older brother is not Harry anyway.
He's not Harry. Well, yeah, that
Not
makes a difference. But
Is Harry, but not that Harry.
yeah, I mean, this is pretty hairy. Like, honestly, has anybody ever seen anybody with hair on their arms this much?
No.
That's pretty hairy, right?
You should have. The father should have been able to tell. Father should have.
How? What do you think? Why?
Because technically, when there be room for skin, little room for skin.
There could have been room for skin. The Bible tells us that he put it all the way up his arm. And if the father just reached out to grab his son's arm, he would think, oh, you know, because he wasn't thinking somebody's going to try to trick him, right? I mean, that's kind of a mean
Skin
thing to
is
do.
smoother than hair.
Skin would be way smoother than hair. Even like I have some hair on my arms too, but it's even way smoother than that thing. Hairy goat thing, right?
Why would you want to kill a goat?
Yeah, I know it's kind of hard. So last week we talked about, guys, and if you weren't here, that's okay, but we'll talk about it anyways. We talked about things we can do, right? Because little people can do big things, right? And you remember I gave you a challenge to see if you could smile at people? Smile at two people. Did anybody do that?
I smile at way more than two people.
You did? You smile a lot? I bet you
I
did.
said happy Sunday, happy fall. I smile at people. I wave.
What did they do?
Wave back. say
Smile
hello,
back.
Smile back.
I love that. That's like an example of a small thing we can do, right? I think instead of making that a challenge for next week, I think we should just always try to smile to a couple people every day, right? Try to be nice, try to be kind. We can do that, can't we? All right, so I want you to take, we're just gonna take a look at your craft. I'm gonna let you build that on your own, okay? But we'll take a look at it and I'll kind of go through it with you. Let me grab ours.
What is the craft gonna make? What's our goal to make stuff from craft?
You can make it anytime you want to during the week. And then if you really like it, you can take a picture of it and send it to me. And I can put it on our group page. So inside your kit, you're gonna have a blue piece
Yeah.
of paper, right?
I haven't really done any arts and crafts in a while.
This might be a fun thing to do today. And then just have your mom and dad take a picture of it and send it.
Pretty sure my mom will have to because my dad's gonna go to work.
Yeah,
Very-
that's true. Or it doesn't have to be today, just whenever you do it. So we have our blue piece of paper, right? Inside, you should also
Blue
have
piece
some
of paper,
straws.
I guess, is gonna be a blueprint.
You've got your straws, right?
I have 2 tan and 1 blue. No
Perfect.
purple.
And then
2 tans, 1 purple.
we've got some popsicle sticks. The popsicle sticks are optional. You can use them or you don't have to. So remember I was telling you the story after the story? God gives Jacob a dream, this beautiful dream, where he builds a ladder straight to heaven so that Jacob can come see him. Let's call it Jacob's ladder. It's a pretty famous thing in the Bible, right? People know about Jacob's ladder. So that's what we're going to do. So what we would do is we're going to cut our straw into some
I'm
pieces.
literally making something random.
I'm just going to kind of show you and then we'll let you do this. You could do this on your own. But we're going to take our pieces of our straw and we'll just put a little glue and glue them up and those will be the side, right? All the way from the bottom. That'll be the side parts. And then our sticks, popsicle sticks, will be the middle, the rungs, they call them. So it'll look like this. You'll have your chopped up pieces of straw. And then your popsicle sticks in here. And the top will, you'll have your cotton balls. Can you see that? There it is. So you'll have your straw pieces of straw glued on this on the sides, your
These are
popsicle sticks in the
super
middle, and your cotton balls on top as the clouds. Now, what I would do is to take the clouds kind of and fluff them up. Take your cotton balls and kind of pull them apart a little bit to make them fluffier.
Look how long these straws are.
You just throw them in the fridge.
Well,
And then you glue that on the top, and that makes your little clouds.
But
And we'll glue them on the top. Okay. So that kind of gives you an idea about what it'll look like. I made one, but I left it at home, which was not the right thing to do. So you'll need your glue stick and some scissors, okay?
we couldn't find glue sticks, so we're gonna use
So you can use regular glue or you can use tape if you want to use tape. Tape might be
liquid
easier on the
glue.
straws.
Here, I'll give you some tape. What do you need? How much tape do you need?
No, well, what I have to do is like make a ladder, then is on top.
This is perfect for that. This is double-sided tape. Okay,
I don't know how to
Double-sided tape.
I'm gonna show you, baby. You gotta be patient with me. You can't. Patience is really. Here are your pieces. You gotta kind of take it so then they come off, baby. Okay. Peel off. Nope. Stop. Peel off the. Yep.
All right, guys, what we're gonna do is
Both sides will be sticky for you to stick it down.
we're going to end with our challenge, and then we're going to say a prayer before we go. And then I'll let you guys work on these on your own. Okay. We're going to let you do those as a craft on your own. And then that way, because I've kind of been going too long the last couple of weeks, I've been keeping you guys for 45 minutes, 50 minutes. And so we want to try to keep it so that you can still do stuff today with your families and go to all kinds of things. Okay. So our challenge for the week, our challenge for this week is going to be, I want you to be helpful to 3 different people. Okay. You get to pick which 3. You can pick any 3 you want. I have some suggestions. I think being helpful to mom or dad would be a great thing, right? Definitely helpful to mom or dad, or both. You could do mom and dad, or mom and whoever, right? Dad and whoever. Also think about being helpful to your teachers. I think the teachers could really use some help in schools. And then if you have a grandma, grandpa or something, right? Like anybody that you can encounter, like maybe if you're going to, I don't know, a family reunion today, you might see some people that you could be helpful to there, right? So one of the things I want us to always do is to think about ways that we can be helpful to other people, right? Because that's how other people know that God loves them. Okay?
Okay.
Can you do that? How many people are you going to be helpful to?
100 million.
Well, 100 million would be great. I like that answer a lot better. I want you to remember 3 for this next week.
Right, you.
And when you do your 3, make sure that you remember them so we can talk about them, okay?
Okay.
And Colin, you can tell me about your 100 million people that you're friendly with, okay? And you do something nice for. I love it.
Yeah.
That's the way we should feel every day, right?
Actually, 1989 people.
1989. All right, guys. So let's say we're going to close with the prayer. Does anybody have anything that they might want to add to our prayer? Is there anybody that is thinking about someone, or Noah, who did you want to add?
Good luck.
You say it louder, baby. You gotta say.
Good luck.
I couldn't hear you, buddy. What did you say?
Good luck.
You're just still talking way too short.
Have good luck.
You're getting more and quiet.
I don't know.
Okay, we can.
And if you're not gonna say it so they can hear you, Boogie.
Yeah, did you have somebody or no? Or if you want, you can just think about them while we're praying too. That works, right? But if you want us to add it to the prayer, let me know and I can add it.
If you're gonna add someone to a prayer, Boogie, you have to say it so then they can hear you.
And well, I want people to have good luck.
Good luck. Does anybody else have anybody that they'd like to add or that they're thinking about today?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right, let's bow our heads and let's do our prayer hands. Repeat after me, guys. Dear God,
Dear God,
thank you for our friends.
thank you for our friends.
Thank you for our family.
Thank you for our family.
Thank you for loving us.
Thank you for loving us.
Please help us
Please help us
to have
to have
lots of fun
lots of fun
and give good luck
and give good luck
to everyone we see.
to everyone we see.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. All right, so when you finish your project, if you want to take a picture of it, send it to me. That would be fantastic. If you want to make a different project, you're welcome to, okay? You're totally welcome to. All right, do you have any other questions? Anybody need anything?
No.
All right, well then we will see you next week, okay?
See you next week.
We'll see you
Bye.
next week. Bye. Thank you. Bye, Colin. Bye, Corinne. Bye, Lexi. Bye, Nicole. Bye, Mara. William down there.
Yeah, he's still here. He's just finding.
Bye, William. Bye. Boo. It's nice to see you guys.
This is my
I miss
favorite.
seeing you.
color. This is my favorite.
Oh, we
color.
tried last week.
I know. I'm so sorry. What a mess. Now we've got those links out there though. You guys
Yeah.
doing good? Everybody's feeling better?
Yeah.
Squishy.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I got this is my favorite color.
Pink is your favorite color. I had a feeling.
My favorite color is green. Actually, my
Green.
favorite color is all of the colors.
All the colors. Well,
Well, she likes green because she loves dinosaurs.
yeah, I know. I was gonna say I'm not surprised by that. I remember some shoes I saw.
That
What's your favorite color, Mark? Black?
squishy.
Yeah, her favorite color has been black for about a year now.
I love that.
Squishy.
That is, you know what? That's unique. I love that. My son's favorite color was yellow for quite a while. You don't hear that very much either, but black is cool. I like that.
You don't hear that very often from
You
a
do
2-year-old.
not. There's something special going on. I love that. I love it. It's one of my favorite. I wear black all the time. I don't know why. But
My favorite color.
Yeah, she's ready to goth it up already. So
I love it. Oh, I love it so much. William, what are you doing? You're goofy back there.
yeah, he's been listening from in back of the couch.
Well, that's fine. Hey, I'm gonna start sending some things, also some extra stuff in the kits. It'll be just like hidden pictures and things like that. Just some stuff that they might want to do.
Squishy.
Fun. And I'm working on trying to do some things kind of for the older kids, try to get them involved in helping, maybe read the story, do some things like that, because
That's a good idea.
it's a hard,
Yeah,
it's hard to have it with the preschoolers and the fourth graders. That's
Yeah.
a big age jump. So I'm trying to think of some things that he and Noah can do, throughout the week, and we can just see, we can experiment with it and see what works.
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or ask them to like record something, or
Yeah,
if they have a
just to be
week off
part of it.
school and
Be part of the story that they could do. Yeah, I just think if they could feel like they're helping, then it
could we
would
do a
be-
stuffed animal puppet show? And,
Right.
yeah.
right. Like, I mean, the sky's the limit. So I'm really thinking that, yeah, I mean, that to me, I think that would be, if I was them, that's what I would prefer to do,
Mhm.
but anyways. Well, if you think about it and you're thinking about stuff you'd like to see, let me know.
Okay.
This one wasn't as, I had it all here, but it just didn't seem to go. Well, my silly video didn't work for the story, so that kind of threw me off a little, but. And I've been keeping them 50 minutes, which is not right either, so I'm trying
My
to
kids
stop.
can't handle that.
I
Especially
just, no, you can't. And I just
Especially
get going
Lexi.
and we're goofing around and I'm having fun. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not really what this is. I gotta stop and pay attention. So I'm shooting more for this time. So, all right. Well,
that's
good to see
good. When
you
we're
guys.
back in person, you'll be game on because that's how long it lasts.
Yeah. Yeah, I could go. I'd love to hang out with kids. I could do it forever, but you have stuff to do on Saturdays. Boy, you're pretty creative with that straw.
So
I
is
need
this
to
the
just keep-
normal turnout, or did you have more the last couple weeks?
We had, you guys add quite a bit, but there's Autumn usually comes. She
Okay.
wasn't here. And XJ and Harley, there's a handful that are watching it after the fact
Oh, okay.
because they do stuff on this time now. So
Okay.
we've got 15 people that are watching it at some point or another, but we haven't had everybody together yet. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys have a
good
great
day.
day.
I have to go
Right.
feed this monster before she explodes.
All right. We'll see ya.
Bye.